Hello everybody, welcome back to Over the Alps. So, I really thought I was close to the end, and maybe I was. But it just felt that the story kept on going, and my last video went on for way too long, so here we are, at Rainfall. Possibly the last scene, I really have no idea. It just felt almost like an end, until it became no longer an end. Like the story just doesn't want to stop, which is fine with me. I'm enjoying this. So let's see where this goes. Right, so we know Fräulein Wolf has once again kidnapped Louisa. Quick one, Aubrey. She drove north about an hour, then she came off the main road after dashing. On the slower road I dropped back, wanted her to think I'd overshot. She's parked at the rainfalls. Waterfall right on the border. There's a narrow bridge behind the castle, or it's as good a place as any for this. Let's just observe, see what happens. There's a narrow bridge behind the castle, goes all the way into Germany. Tiny guard post, quite possibly in the pay. I can't see her. She must be near the bridge. Not sure what she's waiting for. Still persuading Louisa not to scream for help, while giving her one last chance to talk on neutral ground. This close to the border, there's only one way to stop her. As soon as she appears, I'm charging. If I get a clean shot with the Mouser, I'll take it. I'm going to take a run at her, over the edge, into the water. I'll give this to a passerby. There's a few about, holding picnics at the falls. Ha! Tell C they're going to need to be sharper, quicker, or... Nice writing to you, Aubrey. I guess I was very much at the very end. It's not a gentleman's game anymore. The old ways won't win them the war. It's going to be bad, Aubrey. Worse than they're letting on. I guess maybe that wasn't the way that was supposed to end. Zurich, December 31st. 1939. Happy New Year. We'll wish all our readers a Happy New Year as we eagerly look forward to the end of the war. For many Britons, this New Year celebration will be their last chance to enjoy some of their favorite foods, following an announcement of plans to expand rationing of butter, bacon, and sugar. I guess that's not how I anticipated this ending. Dear Aubrey, your friend told me to write to you if anything should happen to him. I found your address inside the lining of his hat, along with stamps and metal cartridges of ink. He kept a whole post office up there. He was, I think, a good man. As far as any of us can be good in a time of war. He was a romantic, your friend. If he weren't a spy, I think he would have liked to be a knight, like in a fairy tale. He could be impatient. I once told him I was too tired to think, and he berated me for it. But that's all right. I berated him quite a lot as well. I think we like that about each other. I don't know who you are, Aubrey. I assume you were his friend. So was I, in the end. He would want you to raise a glass of something in memory of him. He liked reds more than whites. He was going to start a vineyard. Did you know that? He'd already bought the land. You deserve to know how he died. He fought until the very last moment, held that horrid woman under the water, even though it meant staying under there himself. Don't come looking for him, Aubrey. He's gone. I know you'll want to, but I'm asking you not to. I hope you understand why. I'm going to go somewhere where I can build a wine press and tend vines, as far away from the war as possible. One day, I will send you a case. Then, you'll know I'm safe. Take care, my friend. Wow, that's an end. That's an end. Over the Alps. I'm curious about how the other endings will go. I don't know if any of the choices I had made at the end would matter. I'm kind of curious now. Very curious now. actually. I'm just going to go back and load up the save file. I hope it's still there. I don't know if it got overwritten or anything, because it seemed to be a save and quit or load kind of a thing. Or resume, I mean. It doesn't seem to be a option to just quit without saving. So I don't know if this will... if I will be able to look at any of that. Looks like, you know, my brash decisions and my perhaps not very good decision making has certainly put an end to our bumbling agent, and such is the case. I do hear that this game has several endings, so I'm going to be exploring a bit more to see what else I can get. But before I let you go, I'm going to wait for these credits to roll and just say a few things about this game. I mean, I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to go back and actually redo some of the dialogue there at the end. But I really think the character development is excellent. I think the writing is really good. The characters have their own personalities, which is always very important. This is clearly a writing project, right? There's not much in terms of gameplay. It's just choose your adventure. So the writing has to be good. This game has been translated into 15 different languages, which is incredible. Hopefully it works well in all those different languages. Of course, there's no way I can tell you that. And I'm sorry for bumbling all the different location names and such. That's just me not knowing. This game is really fun. And if you watched with me till the end here, clearly there is a reason that you did. And I hope it's because you've enjoyed a good time as well. Now, I don't know whether the overall general flow of events, I don't think that would change, because just the fact that this is just capturing a little piece of the history. But certainly the outcomes for all the people, I can imagine, could be very different. And of course the outcomes for our protagonist. And maybe there is an ending. You can actually get a Furlong Wolf to actually defect. I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if that's possibly one of the endings of this game. Seems unlikely, but who knows? I mean, why not? I mean, things do happen, right? Our character certainly has made a significant set of choices based on his own, not just mission, but his own free will and his own sense of what is right. And coupled with me making some bad choices for him, he didn't end up with a good ending. And that's just the way it is. I'm really impressed with this game. I think the artwork also in the individual scenes is very much to be appreciated. The design after postcards of the time, and it really is quite a nice portrayal of the regions. I know that it's not necessarily a realistic adaptation by a long shot, but it works, right? For a game like this, it works really well. Clearly, this is a work of fiction. We all know that. But it's a cool work of fiction. Kind of interesting. And who knows how close or how far this hit from the mark from somebody's reality. But that's why we have our imagination. And that's why we play games. And that's why we read. We do all these things that capture our imagination and allow us to further our minds and thoughts. So, let me see about loading this. I don't know if I can load this. Oh, nope, I cannot. So, it's not going to let me to, so it really is just very much the end. So, have at ya. Certainly, we've gone as far as to collect a few of the stamps from each page. Actually, most of them. And And those are the achievements. I think maybe not all of them are achievements, but that's just how it is. And I'm going to play this game more on my own to try to discover some more endings and such. It's a very fun game. And I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. And this has been a really fun Let's Play. So, I think you should check out the game for yourself if you watched to this point and you want to know the rest of the story. But, as of recording right now, I don't actually know how much this game costs. So, I'll just say that this is going to be one of my very memorable gaming titles from this year, and I think it's absolutely fantastic, and I would love to. And I think, yeah, we have to just play a new game, and I'm not going to record anymore because I feel obligated to read through the dialogue. And reading through the dialogue takes a long time. When I play a new game, I'm probably going to read half of it. All the stuff I've seen, I'm going to make some different choices. I can definitely get the sense that if I had not made a bunch of bumbling errors in the beginning and gotten off on the wrong footing with control, they probably would have listened to me towards the end and actually helped out, and it wouldn't be me diving after a Nazi lady into the waterfall and not having a good ending. But that's the way it is. Bad ending's still an ending. And well, I'm going to continue this choose your own adventure on my own time. But definitely, absolutely recommend this game. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye bye.